Yo guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're well, and today we are reacting to 15 most muscular animals in the world. Now, I know I had a weird introduction, but it is what it is, it's staying that way. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know about you guys, but I used to go to the gym quite regularly. Because of COVID, it stopped, and I'll be going back hopefully very soon. But yeah, I still enjoy the gym. But I always looked at other animals like tigers and all these other animals, and I'm always like, no matter how big we get, like we can have bodybuilders, but we get stiff, but like they're always just a lot. Like, we can outmuscle some animals, but they're always stronger than us, right? And I always had this idea, and let me know if down below if you agree with me. That I would really be so interested to see what humans were like before we got domesticated. So before we started making houses and having jobs where you sit down and drive cars, and when it was literally us walking around, always on our feet, always walking, always sprinting, using our muscles. Because I have a weird feeling that maybe at one point we might not been able to outmuscle every animal, but there's certain animals now that we have no chance against, that we probably had a better chance at least of getting away or fighting or doing something. You know what I mean? I have a weird feeling we've lost a lot of muscle just through evolution and humans getting more comfortable with certain things, like being able to make guns, knives, and whatever, right, and houses and cars. But let me know down below what you think. But it'd be so interesting to see what happens in this video. But before we get into it, hit that subscribe button, turn the post notifications on so you know every time I upload a video, and share the video so we can grow this family. We're on the way to 100 subscribers. Let's try to get there as soon as possible. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. My name is Michael. Welcome to the family. Please subscribe and please help your boy grow. Alright, let's get into it.
You bunch of wimpy losers. What's that, you're hitting the gym? Well, guess what? Your gains mean nothing compared to these guys.
To be fair, though, these guys are animals. From an animal with arguably the strongest neck muscles in the world to a bird that can literally fly off with a medium-sized man, here are 15 of the most muscular animals in the world.
Let's see this. I'm here for this. Let's go.
Number 15?
Yeah.
The giraffe.
What?
We all know that giraffes are extremely muscular animals. I mean, you need to have some serious meat if you constantly need to lift that long neck all day long. However, what you probably don't know is that those thin, spindly-looking legs are deceptively muscular as well. Those legs pack a ridiculous amount of power, and on top of that, they're also ridiculously strong. So strong that even lions tried to avoid getting kicked by a fully grown giraffe.
Yeah, I can imagine.
One kick is strong enough to kill a full-grown lion, and can even cause decapitation if they get close enough. I'm pretty sure you're gonna look at Melman differently.
One kick can kill a full-grown lion.
Number 14, the musk ox. Musk oxen are a rugged group of hooved, hairy animals more closely related to goats and sheep than any other species, even oxen. These animals spend their days charging, kicking, and headbutting the fellow members of their herd. They do this to establish dominance and mating privilege.
That looks like the old uncle that comes around at a party with a deep voice. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's like, back in my day, I used to be getting all the girls. That's that type of guy. But every time any guy looks at him, he's always aggressive, ready to fight.
And in order to be on top of the ox herd, you need to be seriously buff. They have seriously strong neck muscles, preventing their vertebrae from snapping like twigs when ramming heads at full speed. They also have a protective pocket of air between the musk oxen's brain and skull that keeps the two vital parts of their anatomy from coming into concussive contact. This prevents any serious damage to the animal's cerebrum. Number 13? The gorilla.
Yeah, well,
they may look like they got those pot bellies, but gorillas have some serious muscle in their bodies, mostly in their arms, and that belly ain't fat, but we'll get into that later. Those massive arms are built for strength, and they can easily tear down banana trees.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right? People say that we're ancestors of monkeys, right? Or we were a monkey and we turned to humans. I ain't so sure about the fact that we went from a monkey and suddenly stood up and turned into a human, but I feel like we're definitely cousins. I don't know. Some people might think Michael, you're dumb, but when I think about it, I'm just like, I don't see how we can go from a monkey, lose all our hair, suddenly go from being more bent over and stuff to stand up straight and all that. No, I don't see it. But I just see we're definitely cousins of monkeys, for 100% definite. And I want to know what we were like back in the old days. I'm not saying we could have fought a gorilla, but look at the size of this guy. Maybe we could have been a bit bigger. You know what I mean? We could have been more muscly. We could have been like These guys try to take us on now, bro. It's game over. You know what I mean? You ain't fighting no gorilla.
Even escape from cages by bending the steel bars. Wanna know something scary? While even the strongest of powerlifters struggle to bench 1,000 pounds, a silverback gorilla can do 4,000 pounds without breaking a sweat.
Exactly.
And those pot bellies? They're the reason why gorillas can pack a lot of muscle.
You can lift 1,000 pounds.
You see, they are an omnivore, meaning they can eat meat or vegetation. The majority of their food comes from plants, and the only protein they get are from insects such as termites. Their large bellies are caused by extra long intestines, which evolved that way in order to house the bacteria that enables gorillas to digest even the hardest of plant matter. And these tiny microbes are like concentrated protein tablets, usually absorbed by the gorilla's body.
These guys come and lift it one hand.
Number 12, the grizzly bear. It's really hard to imagine grizzly bears being buff. After all, we know that these creatures like to pack on fat in preparation for hibernation. Now it is true that they put on a thick layer of blubber so that they don't starve during winter. That fat is set on top of pure lean muscle. You need to be buff if you have animals as large as the moose on your diet. These strong animals can bring them down with no trouble at all.
These guys
They're even known to hunt and kill black bears on occasion. They are 2.5.
I've heard that they say when you see a black bear attack, brown bear lie down. No. Yeah. Brown bear lie down, polar bear, it's done. You're done. Because if you see them, it's already too late.
5 times stronger than humans, and that equates to these guys being able to bench press in excess of 2,000 pounds. We just got better brains, that's what we've got. Number 11, the lion.
Yeah,
there's a reason why the lion is called the king of the jungle.
Animals,
although technically they don't live in jungles. That's besides the point.
Yeah.
A fully grown male lion's muscular stature makes it look regal enough to be a king, and it's not all for show. The true strength of the lion lays in his front limbs and his shoulders. Basically, the power is all in the front.
Yeah.
When dissected for the first time in history, they found that hidden beneath the mane is a massive hump of muscle.
When you see a
this
lion,
grants the lion the ability to kill black and brown bears with one blow, caving in their heads or even breaking their spines.
Black and brown bears with one blow, you know, one blow. And then you see people in South Africa and Africa that are like friends of lions or with a pack, and they're like, you know, ones that are in more like reserves and stuff like that. And they sometimes sit next to them, and you get dwarfed. Yet this guy could take out a brown bear with one hit, and they're 3 times stronger than humans. So you better hope that lion's not in a bad mood that day, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, this doesn't mean that other creatures are safe. They can decapitate pumas, smite jaguars to death, break the backs of Siberian tigers with a single blow, and even kill his own king with a blow from his paw.
Their own cousins.
It's good to be the king. Number 10.
Shout out to Simba.
The kangaroo.
Oh, really?
Kangaroos are the largest species of marsupials. The largest males can measure more than 6 feet tall and weigh around 200 pounds of pure lean muscle. But contrary to what you may believe, their legs aren't the most muscular parts of their body.
Slow down.
That actually lies within their tails. It's often considered to be the animal's 5th leg, as it has the strength to support the entire animal's body weight by itself. They also use their tails to propel them while walking. Their legs aren't only muscular though, but also have large elastic tendons which enables them to hop at speeds of 20 kilometers per hour. Also, don't count out those tiny front legs as well. They're attached to extremely buff shoulder muscles, making them strong swimmers.
Yeah, these guys are always trying to fight humans.
Predators using their forepaws to force them underwater. Number 9. The draft horse. In the Book of Draft Horses, The Gentle Giants That Built the World, author Donna Campbell Smith recounts an event in 1924 when a pair of draft horses pulled a mind-blowing 50 tons.
That's crazy.
That's heavier than a semi-truck if you're looking for some context. She then went on to say a single draft horse could pull 29 tons, the combined weight of 3 full-grown male African elephants.
That horse
and all that power comes from muscle, 1,800 pounds of muscle on average, but there are exceptional ones who grew much, much larger.
Really?
Number 8. The pig.
Really?
When talking about muscular animals, pigs don't usually enter the conversation. Yeah. They're known for their pot bellies and
that pig's been hitting the gym. Yo, most pigs we see are just those like fat round guys that just lie down all day. This pig's been hitting the weights, bro. He's been doing press ups. He's been doing ab roller. He's been doing everything. Look at him. Yo, hey, if a dog rolled up to him, the dog ain't trying to tell him to move. The dog's like, yo, you know what? Nah.
That oh so delicious layer of fat that makes roast pork worth eating despite all the guilt. However, that's all over now thanks to a few brilliant Korean scientists.
Korean scientists,
They have actually developed a pig that's more buff than a gym rat.
What?
This double-muscled pig was
How?
the result of altering the myostatin gene, which inhibits the growth of muscle cells. They did this to develop a pig that has more meat per animal in order to curb worldwide food shortages.
Korean scientists have made wedge pigs.
Pork doesn't sound nearly as appetizing.
I'm just. God damn it! So I hit the pause button. I'm just saying, yeah. I got to talk to my missus now. Yeah, I didn't say what part of Korea. She's Korean. I'm gonna say so. What are you making pigs wedge for?
The Belgian Blue. While double-muscled pigs were brought about by genetic manipulation, these double-muscled cattle came about the natural way, via good old-fashioned crossbreeding. Despite the difference in their creation, both animals actually became so muscly because of the inhibition of the myostatin gene, which, as we discussed, limits the growth of muscle tissue. Listen, check, these animals grow muscles upon muscles. Inhibition of this gene also results in the reduction of internal and superficial fats.
It looks like a cow that you see in a cartoon show. Look at the muscle. You know when you see those cartoon shows and like a Family Guy or whatever, Rick and Morty, American Dad. I'm missing one. Paradise PD, whatever. All of that. You see them take some steroid thing and they go boom, and it will be like an animal or a cow that has muscle on top of muscles. It's a real thing. What?
Belgian Blues were specifically bred to beef up milk and meat production, and not as pack
animals. Look at his quads.
So as far as we know, those muscles are only good for lean pieces of steak. Number 6. The Anaconda.
Oh,
if you want to see an animal that's almost pure muscle, then look no further than the Anaconda. These animals were built for one thing and one thing only. To crush the life out of its prey and swallow them whole.
Yeah.
And they need all the strength that their muscles can muster. This is kind of a given since it includes pretty large animals such as the capybara and its prey list, the biggest rodent in the world. They also prey on wild pigs, tapirs, and even caimans on a regular basis. Number 5, the African bush elephant.
Yeah.
Out of all the super strong animals on this list, the African bush elephant is probably the strongest here.
Unless you go near
that being said, its skin is also most wrinkly. Don't let the lack of skin tautness spread thinly over bulging muscles fool you. Its skin may be thick and wrinkly, but it covers incredibly thick muscles that make this creature stronger than pretty much every other animal around.
Well, these guys.
Its trunk alone is made of over 40,000 muscles, making it an insanely strong and useful appendage, and can lift more than 400 pounds. And despite being brawny, it also has 2 sensitive finger-like projections at the end of its trunk, which the elephant uses to safely manipulate smaller, more delicate objects.
Okay.
Number 4. The ox. You've heard the phrase as strong as an ox at least once in your life. But do you know how strong and muscular these animals actually are? But first, here's a fun fact. There really isn't an ox. Oxen, as we call them, don't actually belong to a different species of bovine like cows and buffaloes.
Okay.
They are simply either dairy bulls or meat bulls that are castrated and trained as calves to do one thing: pull heavy loads.
So humans have made
the biggest oxen can weigh up to 3,000 pounds, and it can pull a little over its weight.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, you can tell me your ox is stronger, but how are you telling me it's not as strong as that blue? Was it called blue science? You know the one from Belgium, the cow that was blam. Look at the difference in muscle. I can see his ribs. I couldn't even see. I could just see no bone.
But a pair of these muscular beasts will be able to pull more than twice their combined weight, and that's around 13,000 pounds. It's no wonder that historians credit the humble oxen for making the U.S. westward expansion possible. They're stronger than horses, not very picky with food, live a whole lot longer, and when push comes to shove, provide meat for their owners.
Yeah, that's actually mad.
Number 3. The wildebeest. As far as wild beasts go, none is wilder or more beastly than the wildebeest. They live in the African savanna, and unfortunately for him, antelope and wildebeest are at the top of the food chain in their neck of the woods.
Super strong, but not very
this is the sole reason he needs to be in tip-top shape. No room for excess fat here. Lions and leopards are constantly lying in wait until a wildebeest gets disconnected from the rest of its herd.
Yeah.
A wildebeest's primary form of defense is escape, requiring strong muscular legs for a good strong kick and a speedy getaway. These wildebeests are also equipped with vicious horns, but it's the definition in its hind legs that keeps predators at bay.
It's amazing how these are so strong, but they run away.
Now it's time for today's best pick.
Let's see.
Today's best pick is an animal whose muscular physique is almost always covered with hair, giving us the impression of a cute, playful, harmless animal. Oh, how wrong we are. These guys are extremely strong and equally as unpredictable.
Bro, look at his biceps.
I know which animal I'm talking about next with number 2. The chimpanzee. Chimpanzees, with a genetic profile that's 98% like ours, can seem like cute, hairy iterations of people. However, periodic violent attacks on humans, including one in Havilah, California in 2005, in which a man was maimed by 2 chimps in an animal sanctuary, are reminders that the animals have at least one big difference: unyielding, brute strength.
Yeah, they're just strong and aggressive. But they have no compassion either, like us.
If they somehow lose all their fur, like the chimp in this photo, the true nature of a chimp's strength is revealed. I mean, just look at those bulging...
Hey, I'm having this... I'm saying this right now. He lost his hair on purpose, so he just wanted to look bland. He just wanted to look bland. Look at his biceps. Look at his shoulders and biceps, bro. It's ridiculous.
Muscles. Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15% of you watching are actually subscribed out. Number 1... the harpy eagle.
Really?
Considered to be the most powerful bird in the world, harpy eagles are reportedly able to carry and fly off with up to 5 times its own body weight.
Yo, that's
Considering that a female harpy eagle can weigh around 20 pounds, this bird can fly off carrying 100 pounds with its talons.
Yo.
Its talon grip force is no joke as well. These 5-inch meat hooks, which are bigger than a grizzly bear's claws by over an inch, can exert more than 110 pounds of pressure.
That's ridiculous.
So strong that it has often been compared to the bite force of a Rottweiler. Which of the above animal meat hook?
Alright, that's the end of that. Let me know which one you think is the most scary in your eyes, guys. I know that the top one's going to be the most strongest, but let me know which one you wouldn't want to run into in the street. Not that you're going to probably ever do that, but let me know. Also, let me know if you like this video. Let me know if there's any other videos you would like me to react to. Please hit the subscribe button. Please turn those post notifications on. I hope you enjoyed this video so much. I actually did. It's quite interesting to find out which animals are strong and making us humans look so measly, even if you're a bodybuilder. Anyway, yeah, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Help me grow. Hope you have a good week. Peace.